So I went on furlough on April the 3rd. That was my last day of work. And so we were told at the time that we were going to be back at the end of May. And an end of May came by and we were told, no, it's probably going to be the end of June. During that time period, so that's like 2 full months. And I was dabbling in it. So I'm doing like DIY projects around the house. I got, I had the greenest, most perfectly manicured front lawn in the whole neighborhood. It was I was feeling okay. I was obviously dabbling a little bit in some search, really kind of looking at trying to tweak my resume and, getting some of those job listings that were kind of being sent to me and checking things out, applying here and there. Was not getting any response. So I had someone who referred me to you guys, and she only did the resume writing. She said, you know what, they're really great to work with. They're very responsive. And she said she was completely satisfied with the transformation that you guys did to her resume. When I did sort of the intake call, what really impressed me, I think, was your balanced approach of HR and recruiter. And I've, reviewed thousands of resumes, thousands of LinkedIn profiles. I have matched people with the right role. I've taken roles and I've had clients and I've matched them together, and then I've prepped them in order to get them through, the interview process. And so that's a really strong sort of like 1-2 punch that I really wasn't seeing in other, a lot of times it was, I've been a recruiter or I've been an HR leader in Fortune 500 companies and things like that, or I'm just a recruiter and I'm doing this and I can help you with this, that, and the other. So to me, that was the really potent kind of secret sauce that you guys had. And to be honest, I think you guys also come across as extraordinarily sort of like compassionate, caring. And then what I came to learn, which I think was the most beneficial portion of the program, was just the availability and the willingness to kind of drop what you're doing and help, because you know that these things kind of happen like in lightning speed, and you are like, yes, I'm not available until 5, but can we talk at 5? Sure, let's talk at 5, that kind of thing. So, and I think it's really feeling like you have a coach in your corner, or more than one coach in this case. I mean, and really kind of having a personalized sort of like expert assistant, which is priceless. When we did that original sort of worksheet, which is like what's important to you, truly being honest with yourself, it was about purpose. It was about staying here in the Chicago area. It was about, obviously money is important, role, and you want to teetering on the final sort of phase of my career. And so you definitely don't want to necessarily go back in the unlikely event that something happens and you have to go out on the search again. And so, a jump up in title would be great. All of those things sort of were on my, this is important. But truly what was the most important was alignment with kind of who I am. Initially, I think when I joined the first time, and the first group call that I joined was a Tuesday group call, and it was Tim doing his thing around, really kind of bringing a real positive kind of thing. And in the back of my mind, I was like, I don't really need this. I'm pretty positive. I'm pretty straight, but my God. And so that's what happens, is that you go through this roller coaster, which it's just punched to the gut when you're like certain this is the one, I nailed it, everything is firing. And so trust me, the next Tuesday is coming along. I couldn't wait for this. Like, okay, come on, let's get this thing, let's get positive, let's refocus. And I think that was something that, as a guy, I think there's a couple things that we really dislike, like hate asking for directions, and then really just not like asking for help. And I think that part of the, decision-making process to join this group was, I feel like I'm resourceful. I feel like I can get answers. I feel like I can kind of dig in and figure things out, make a plan, stick to it, and get things done, because that's what I've done my entire career. But The question then becomes, why make mistakes? Why continue to kind of fail when you could probably get somebody who's done this and is an expert in this area and then really kind of smooth the path in front of you? And I think that's really that kind of that, as I was going through it, and there's a price tag and there's always sort of like, pluses and minuses, but at the end of the day, it's like, listen, just like anything that you want to accomplish in life, if you've got a plan that is solid and it's proven and it's been successful, why not jump in, take advantage of it, and you're going to make your life a whole lot easier. You use the right term, and that's investment. It is something that has a significant return because the program is something that has legs and feet and arms and a full sort of like, it wraps itself around you and you feel somewhat secure that you're hearing other people who are being successful, you're hearing other people who are getting jobs. It's wonderful and it's amazing, and it's a grind and you have to work at it and it's effort, but at the same time, you are spending your time doing the right things.